Hey, what's up guys? Welcome into For the Low. My name is Spencer and I'm going to show you really briefly how to replace the belt kit on your Pioneer dual cassette deck. And the model of what I'm repairing is CT-W502R. And what you'll need to have so that you can finish this repair is a screwdriver kit similar to this one, and then some scissors or some kind of sharp object, and then your belt kit. And then you'll probably also need some cleaning supplies handy if your belt got all over the place. And if you're wondering, how do I know if I need to replace the belt kit? You know, because it's not playing or it's not fast forwarding or rewinding, and the best way to know for sure is just by removing the top and looking at the belt itself, because it's usually pretty obvious. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so you'll start by removing the screws holding it in from the back. I already removed the screws, so all you have to do after that is slide it back and lift it off. And then once you have the top off, you'll want to disconnect all the wires holding in the front panel, because we're going to get the front panel off. And to remove these two wires that you may have a tough time getting them, you need to push down right here, and then all you have to do is pull it out. It comes out really easy if you do it the right way. And then you have another one of those right here. And then you'll want to cut this zip tie and this zip tie. And then it looks like we are good to go. We'll go ahead and remove the screws holding in the front panel. There's two on each side and then one on the bottom. And then now we're working with just the front panel. So now we need to remove the part holding the motor in, and you're gonna have to get, so it looks like for this deck, we're gonna have to take the entire right side out, because we need to get a screw out that's blocking this screw. So we'll go ahead and get the 4 black screws that are holding it in. So once we have that off, we can go ahead and get this screw out. And then now we can get the 3 screws, or 4, we're gonna have to get that screw and these 3 screws out. And then we're also going to have to get this screw out from the bottom. And now we have access to the belt. So you're going to have to probably do some cleaning, maybe not. So it looks like we're gonna only have to clean the motor wheel. So we'll go ahead and get some Q-tips and rubbing alcohol. Just get as much of it as you can. Once you're done cleaning it as good as you can, you should get it at least this clean. You'll go ahead and get your new belt kit and you'll put that on. And then the smaller belt will go on the inside wheel of this. And then the bigger belt will go on the outside wheel. And once you have that on, the bigger belt will just go on the other one, of course. And then you will fit it around there and you'll put it on these two catches. All that together, you'll go ahead and put this back on. If you need help figuring out how that part goes on, you'll just, look at the other one, but basically it goes the way you see me putting it on. You will put your screws back on. Those ones on, you can go ahead and put the belt on, just in case if you mess it up, you'll want to be able to take it apart again. So you'll just maneuver that onto the motor. And as you can see, I missed the motor, but we can go ahead and take a paper clip. Without taking it apart, we'll be able to get it on there. You can also take it apart if you prefer, and you may end up needing to. Alright, and then once you've got it over the motor and on the wheels the way it needs to be, make sure it's all there. You can go ahead and finish putting this back together. And once you have all that back together, you can go ahead and reattach it to the deck. And now you're all done with that deck. So you can go ahead and move over to the other deck, which this other deck should be a little bit easier because we don't have to remove the entire thing because there isn't a screw under it that we'll need to mess with. So you can just go ahead and remove these 4 screws. Then you'll also need to remove this one right here. And it looks like the only spot that we need to clean once again is that. And this time, to start, we will take a flathead to clean up the belt. You've cleaned what you can using the flathead, you can go ahead and get some more Q-tips. Once you've cleaned it up as best as you can go ahead and put the belts on once again. Alright, so both decks are now repaired. As of right now, we have the belts sitting on both of them. I had to use a paper clip, as you saw, to maneuver that one over because they don't give you much room. But I think we're ready to put it all back together and try it out. And then the technique for putting these back on is just keep them evenly spaced and just do one wire at a time. So now it looks like everything's back together and we're ready to give it a shot. Let's see. Alright, so far that deck looks good. The belts seem to be working fine with this one. The counter belt and the play belt seem to be doing what they need to. Now let's check this one out. That one seems perfectly fine too. So now regarding the belts, this thing is working perfectly. So we can put all of the screws back on, put the top on, and looks like we're done with this deck. So that's pretty much all there is for repairing the belt kit on this Pioneer dual deck. Hopefully it helped you out. If it didn't, you can send your deck in for repair, or you can give us a call and you can actually buy this one or one very similar to it if we have it available. Thanks for watching.